What up, world? If you can't tell by my voice, it's the same setup. I think I could do it like this, but if you can't tell by my voice, I'm getting sicker, like very sick. So I'm hating every single bit of it, but I'm trying my hardest because I like to make videos. But my sickness is getting worse. I don't know what it is, but I think I've eventually decided um, just to go individual videos for college football and then NFL football, because why not? And here we go. Starting off with Indiana and Indiana State. I have the scores right here, so I could actually know who played who. Of course, some of the teams I know who played them, but the other schools I don't. So Indiana State. I am not a believer on Indiana whatsoever. I think they played bad teams. Whenever they play good teams, they get cooked. Like, it was either Penn State or Oregon who they played in the regular season, and then they played Notre Dame in the playoffs. Yeah, and that did not go well. So they beat up on a terrible Indiana State and won 73-zip. So if we're just going to do that, like, why are we doing it? You know? And then, so, next game, I'm going to come back to that. Saturday, Ohio and Ohio State. They played. Ohio State obviously won. Jeez. Anyway, Ohio State is showing why Julian Sand is a good quarterback. They have one of the best defenses in all of college football. And I think that they go undefeated this season and possibly repeat as the national champions. Unless, I can't even say that anymore. Penn State and Villanova played. Villanova is not that good of a team for football. Basketball, they won the Natty back in 2018. You know, they're kind of like a current McNeese State. You know, they're not really D1, but still D1 in other sports. And that's what Penn State basically just exposed, you know. Villanova is not a football school. I don't even know why they even played Penn State to begin with. It's not my problem. And I think I just have bad foreshadowing because I said that we're gonna beat LSU and we weren't gonna throw a pick. Well, we didn't throw one pick, we didn't throw two, we didn't throw three, we didn't throw four, but we threw 5 interceptions. And the score should have been closer. It should have been 17-20. If not, we could have even won. But they called back our 87-yard Jordan Bow touchdown because of a holding play. I didn't like that game whatsoever. Hopefully we bounce back, is all I'm saying. Who we play next week? Miami, you're next. And I don't care that y'all played USF and y'all beat them 49-12. I'm just saying, USF is not a good school. And yeah, they beat us. That's because some of our players made some bad stuff. So that's the only reason why we lost. And again, we also have the toughest schedule in the country. Oregon. They played Northwestern, and of course Northwestern isn't really that much of a football school anymore, so we're going to keep on rolling past that. Oregon, you are not special. Not special whatsoever. Go back to Eugene and play some good teams like Penn State or Indiana or Ohio State, where you're going to get your backs blown out. Or Florida. Georgia and Tennessee, I was watching that game because I was getting too pissed off with the Florida Gators. Anyway, Georgia was actually trailing in this game to Tennessee. Started to come back. Tennessee kicked the field goal and they missed. Went into overtime. They were forced to kick a field goal. Georgia scored the game-winning touchdown. That's how it goes. 44-41 victory for the Bulldogs. Next game, Archibald Manning. He was not him at all. He really struggled against the University of Texas Enterprise. No, it's not Enterprise. It's El Paso. There's too many University of Texases out there. You got University of Texas San Antonio, Rio Grande Valley, El Paso. What are we doing, Texas? I know things are bigger out there in Texas, but you don't need that many University of Texases. Anyways, Arch really did not look like himself. He needs to sit down because something's wrong with him. He's hurt. I can tell him this. Whoever got me sick needs to sit down. Arch is hurt. We can tell that about that in his start motion. He needs to stop before things get much worse. Much, much worse. That's my 2 cents on it. Let's go to that. Who's next? Notre Dame. I hate when people say Notre Dame. It's Notre Dame. Fighting Irish. That's how you pronounce it in Irish. It's Dom. Kind of like damn, but Dom. You know, kind of like if it's zesty. No offense. Not if like a zesty person say like, God damn. Like, I did that way too easily. Texas A&M upset them 41-40. By the way, that's what's the topic at hand. And they're 0-2 now. They should drop out. Am I saying they won't? No, because we've had 0-2 teams in the top 25 before. But the only reason why they were really relevant last year was because of Riley Leonard, which is a crazy thing to hear. But, hey, everything's crazy nowadays. Right? Anyway, Illinois they need to stop playing bad teams because they played Western Michigan and won 38-0. Y'all should play, who's that? Eastern Michigan? You know, they got a scary linebacker named Noah Kaniga, who will lock everybody up. Just saying. And next game, this game, yeah. Vandy played South Carolina. Lenore Sellers, who was a Heisman favorite, got concussed apparently, and Vando is now ranked 20th in the nation. That's crazy. Vando over Florida? Like, come on, man. Next game. Clemson lost to Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech. I started seeing what's the most likely upset that could happen. I said Florida and LSU because I'm a Florida boy. And then my real answer was like Georgia Tech. And Georgia Tech proved why they're up there. Oklahoma played Temple again. Oklahoma is not a good team. They're in the top 12 now, which is crazy because they don't deserve to be there. Iowa State, I think they jumped up from last week. I don't know how. I could check that real quick because Didn't they lose last week? No. They barely beat. I was thinking of another team. I was thinking of SMU. They barely beat Iowa. They beat them by 3, and they were ranked 16th. This week they're ranked 14th. Why? I don't know. But they played a bad Arkansas State team, and they won 24-16. That's a good score. Right, average football score for like a high school. I mean, my old school Forest just played Horizon, and that score was 34-25. And Forest was a bad team. They're gonna be decent this year. They're gonna make playoffs for sure. And Horizon is a terrible team. So when you're saying a great team is only winning by a touchdown to a terrible team, that's saying something. Number 17 Ole Miss played the Arkansas Razorbacks, and Arkansas was really putting up a fight. The score was 41-35. So Arkansas really had the ability to win, but they said I should be resting and not making these videos, but I don't care. I need to put out content for my beautiful people. Ole Miss beat Arkansas 41-35. Good, decent game from Austin Simmons. I don't really care. Bama is ranked 19th after picking up a win last week. They got another one versus Wisconsin, so now they're like 15th, I believe. I'm not really sure. Utah, after picking up last week's win, was 20th. They beat Wyoming, so they're probably going to go up to like 18th. Texas Tech played Oregon State, and you could probably guess what happened. It was a obliteration by Texas Tech. Central Michigan played Michigan, and of course, Powerhouse Michigan went crazy. I don't know what Bryce Underwood did, but he apparently did pretty good. Well, I'm going to take a nap. Auburn, who's been playing pretty good, beat South Alabama 31-15. And the Raging Cajuns, this is the first time I've seen them this year. They played number 25 in Missouri, but Missouri won 52-10. All these SEC schools are playing bad teams. Okay. These games should be good. I'm really going to enjoy this next week covering, but yeah. Kansas State is playing Florida State. That's just how, I just want y'all to know how easy Florida State's schedule is. They are not better than Florida. And then Florida has to play Miami. Great. That's just fun, isn't it? 7:30. I'm getting ready for that. Anyways, thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. I'm not going to be healthy because I'm still recording at the same day. But hey, I'm here. Thank y'all. Have a good one.